Hey Ashley, how are you doing today?
Hi, I'm doing all right. Been struggling a little bit with anxiety since the last session that we had. I'm just having a lot of flashbacks and feelings coming back from the trauma that I experienced, and especially since we've been talking about it.
Okay. Well, how about today? What I'd like for us to do then, since you're still having some of those anxieties, is to walk you through a breathing technique. We'll exercise it today in the office together, which hopefully will make you more aware of your breathing. It's called mindfulness breathing. It focuses you in on your mind, your body, and your emotions that you're presently having, instead of necessarily constantly thinking about the flashbacks or the things that happened in your past and that trauma that you experienced. This will kind of help you lower those anxiety levels a little bit. And my hope is that you'll be able to pay attention to your breathing when you're feeling stressed or these flashbacks and whatnot to trigger these anxiety type emotions, and to help you relax. Does that sound something that might be helpful that we can try out today?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. So the first thing I want you to do is to get comfortable in your chair, position yourself however you want to get comfortable. Some people want to have their feet flat on the floor. Some people sit Indian style. I've had some clients before, they lay down on the couch over there and to relax. So you position yourself however you feel is best for you.
Okay. All right.
All
Okay.
right. So the next thing is in this activity is I usually have people close their eyes. Are you comfortable with closing your eyes for this?
Yeah.
Okay. If you go ahead and close your eyes, and if at any point in time you feel uncomfortable with your eyes closed, it's okay to open them. It won't bother me one bit. I just want you to feel comfortable during this.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
All right. So now I want you to pay close attention to your breathing. Um, if you find yourself wandering to other things, try your best to refocus back to your breathing. It may seem a little uncomfortable at first, but I'm sure you'll do fine. If it will help, focus on breathing and calm in and out the anxiety. Okay.
Hmm.
So I want you to start out just breathing through your nose, and we're just going to pay attention to how long each breath takes. Don't worry about speeding up your breaths or slowing down your breaths. Just focus on breathing in and breathing out through your nose. We're going to do this for about 3 cycles, okay? So are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. So, so let's do this. So breathe in and again and again. Okay, good. Now I want you to put your hand on your belly,
Okay.
and when you take in a breath, I want you to focus on your hand raising up and your belly going down. I want you to imagine that your belly is kind of like a balloon, and when you breathe in, the air goes into your stomach like a balloon and expands, and when you breathe out, it deflates. Okay?
Okay.
So we're going to do this 3 times, and I want you to focus on breathing in more than you're breathing out. Okay? So when you exhale, just want you to focus on that. All right?
Okay.
So let's go ahead and try that now.
All right.
Okay, great job. Now I want you to count to 3 when you're filling up your belly. Count to 3, 4, 5, whichever number you feel most comfortable doing with. However long you can feel like you can hold your breath that long.
Okay.
And hold your breath and pause and count to 3 or 4 before you exhale. Um, and we're going to try this for a couple of times, and then to try to get a good rhythm that feels comfortable to you. Okay.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and try that. I can walk you through the first one if you'd like.
Sure, that'd be great.
Okay. So we're just going to breathe in. I'm going to count to 3 or 4 and breathe out. Okay, again, breathe in and breathe out. Now I want you to try this on your own for a couple minutes.
Okay.
Okay, good. Now, how's that feeling for you so far?
It's very relaxing.
Okay, good. Now, do you find it difficult breathing and counting kind of at the same time?
Yeah, it's a little bit difficult for me because I get lost in the breathing and I forget to count.
Okay. Well, that's perfectly normal. Sometimes it's your mind wanders and you forget to do certain things, and that's fine. So we're just going to try to refocus on breathing and counting together. And if you lose count on the number of breaths, that's okay. Just start over at one. So we're going to walk this again. You've done great so far. So let's practice for a more extended period of time. Um, don't worry about keeping track of time. I'll keep track of the time. And I'll stop you for after about 5 minutes, okay?
Okay.
So I want you to, I can guide you the first few times, and we'll do this for a while, for about 5 minutes, and see if those anxiety levels go down. So
Okay.
put your hand on your belly and breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, and breathe out. And keep doing that for a little while. Okay, you're doing a great job now. When instead of breathing in through your nose and out your nose, I want you to breathe in through your nose and try breathing out your mouth, and do long, slow, deep breaths for both. Okay, when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back to the present with me in the room.
Okay.
Okay, so how did the exercise make you feel?
It really helped to relax me. Made me feel, I guess, more focused on myself than on outside.
Okay, that's good, good. Is there anything that you found most helpful about the mindfulness breathing?
It helped for me to have my eyes closed so that I couldn't be distracted by anything in the room.
Okay. And then what was most difficult?
It was hard to, at the beginning, to not be distracted, to focus just on the breathing and not on, I was feeling a little bit silly, because I was just breathing, but that got better.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you sharing that with me, and I appreciate your effort in doing the mindfulness breathing exercise. I'm willing to try something new. I know it can be awkward feeling at times and kind of weird, um, but and it can be hard to focus. But I think it's a good way for us to kind of lower those anxiety levels and help your mind from thinking back on the past trauma and just be focused on in the present. So you did a really, really great job. Um, is this something that you think you can start doing on your own at home?
Yeah, I think this would be very helpful for me.
Okay. Do you think you'd have time to do this for maybe 5 to 10 minutes each day?
Yeah, I think I can commit to that.
Okay. All right. So when might be the best time during your normal day to do this mindfulness breathing exercise?
I think it might be helpful for me to do it before I go to bed, because that's usually when my mind is really racing.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be helpful before I go to sleep that I could do this, and maybe it would help me to be able to fall asleep a little bit easier.
Yeah, right before bed, or even when you're laying in bed, I've found that times when I've had just a really stressful day and I'm kind of had those anxiety levels are through the roof and my mind's racing. I've laid in bed before and just done this exercise myself, and it's helped me to go right to sleep.
Okay.
So it may be really helpful for you to do that.
That sounds like a great idea.
And you might be surprised how much or little time has passed when you're breathing, or you may be surprised if you do it right before bed how quickly you go to sleep when you do this exercise. Um, so to help you get along with the exercise, I have a handout that I want to give you to take home.
Okay.
You can go through the exercise yourself, or if you have one of your kids or your husband's at home, they can kind of walk you through the exercise kind of like we did today. And you can just follow their instructions. All right? Does that sound good?
That sounds great.
All right. So when I see you next week, I would love to hear about how you've done the mindfulness breathing and how it's worked for you, and see how it's beneficial for you.
Okay, great.
All right. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks.